Now you know good and well that you can't talk to black women about
Well,
that
that's
because
your, well, that's the problem. As
they
long as
get
y'all are,
offended.
I don't
They
give a
get
shit. I don't give a
scripted.
shit. I don't give a shit. I
And
don't give a shit. I don't
guess
give
what
it. I
guess
don't,
what I
I
do?
don't, I don't,
Guess
I
what I do
don't, I
now?
don't give a shit.
Guess
Y'all
what
are
I
gonna
do
have
now?
to, no, you're going to have to, nope, nope. If the answer is not, you guys got to check them. You can't, it's nobody else's job other than you as their sisters. Yep.
It started calm, just another caller talking about parenting and standards. But the moment Kevin asked a simple question, everything flipped. You could feel it. The tone changed. The answers started circling. The accountability vanished. That's when it stopped being a conversation and turned into a defense. She wanted to sound like a teacher, but what came out was confusion. Stick around because when Kevin starts peeling back the layers, what she says next, it's exactly why so many women think they're guiding their sons but are really just repeating their mistakes.
Hi.
Hello. What's that going on in the background? There's TV. That's got to
Yeah.
go.
You want me to turn it down?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's like 20,000 people in here.
No, it's my daughter earlier.
Okay.
She
All right.
um
Please turn it down because it's in the
I,
background. All right. How are you?
hi, I'm okay.
Good. How old are you?
I am 35.
All right. So the question on the table is why do the top 10, 15%, the thorough guys, why do the thorough men why should they be concerned with the bottom 80 to 85% of women think?
So I don't think they should. So I don't really want to speak about me much, but I have sons. And I a lot of talk about
Multiple?
yes. I
Okay.
have two different marriages. Yeah.
Okay.
Two
Okay.
by my husband and two by my current husband. Well, two boys by my first husband and a boy and a girl by my current husband.
Okay.
Um, but a lot of the stuff that you talk about, I tell them. And a lot of people, like in my family and my friends, they'll say like, "Why are you telling those boys that? Don't tell them." And I'm like, "It's the truth. I don't know what you want me to say." I tell them about women who are overweight. Now I am 5'4".
Hmm.
I'm 200 pounds.
Okay.
Um, but I'm built a little different. I'm like a I'm like an hourglass, so my weight is different. I carry it different. I do. But I talk to my boys about women that want to look nice. I get on them all the time about going to school with cold in their eyes and stuff in their teeth.
How
And
old are your boys?
my oldest is 14. He'll be 15 in October. And then I have a 13-year-old. He just turned 13. And then I have a 9-year-old.
Well, the difference is you're married.
What do you mean?
You're talking about your weight and carrying it differently. Your kids came from marriage. I got no problem with that. That's what it should be. And as far as your kids, you're supposed to tell your boys what's in the best interest of boys, in the best interest of men.
Yeah,
And the
women get
people
mad at me
who,
all the time for telling them stuff like that.
well, do they have daughters?
Yes, one of them.
Thank,
One of them actually is my mother.
well, often because if you tell your boys to set a standard, it's going to make it hard for girls to be lazy. I mean,
Exactly.
I think if your mother went back and asked her mother or her mother's mother, a man would not marry a woman who didn't know how to cook or take care of a home because what was the purpose? Men need a standard, and that's what we need, especially in the black community. A
Exactly.
standard. 30 years ago, the black unemployment rate for men was, I mean, we were in the middle class at about a 43% rate, something like that. Now black men are in the middle class by a 64% rate. Black men are improving. And what we need is
Exactly.
our women to continue to match pace with us. And then if you notice that as men have started to improve, women are this way and our families are doing this. You sound like you're trying to teach your boys in the right direction, but I got a question for you as a mother.
Okay.
How confident are you that when your boys are of age to marry and have a family, that they're going to have suitable women to pick from?
Um, because I literally drill it in them, and then I try my best. Now it's very hard because I have 4 children, but I try my best to carry myself in the way that I would want them to pick women, if I'm making any
Okay,
sense.
but what I'm saying is, I'm not asking about your boys or what you teach them. I'm asking you about how confident are you that they're going to have a decent crop of suitable women to choose from?
Oh, because
Do you think they will, or do you think they will not?
I think they should. I think they will.
Should? Okay,
I
so
think they will.
you think women are training their daughters to be on your son's level?
I hope so.
No,
And
no, 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 no. That's the question I'm asking.
the
I'm at,
women,
I'm
the
asking. Do you think? I think this is what I don't answer aspirationally
okay.
because this is a real question. You can train your boys up to be right, but are there women training their daughters to be on your boys' level?
So again, I hope they are, but I am training my boys to know what to look out for. I tell them about the moms. I tell them, look at the mom. Peep the mom. And
Okay, you're training them right. You're still going to your boys.
yes.
I'm sticking on the girls, and you say you hope.
I can't speak for them. I hope so.
Okay,
I hope
well,
their
what do you
mother
see? What do you see when you walk outside with these young girls?
um to be honest, I I love all black girls, but to be honest, the ones who that I see are into riffraff and they look crazy and stuff, and
So
I'm
the
not being.
answer is no. Why can't y'all just say that? See, even what I'm showing is, listen, even what I'm trying to show you guys is, even as a black mother who has black sons, you still have a hard time holding women accountable. You can't even be. Have asked the question four.
No, no,
Hold on, no, ma'am. Look in the
that's not
comment
true.
section. Stop, ma'am. Everybody in the
Okay.
comment section. Everybody in the comment section is hearing the question. Women are saying, just say no. Every time I ask you, how confident are you are you confident that you're seeing these women? And you say, I hope so. I hope.
I say that because
Hope is not yes or no. Hope
I
is
say
not
that
confidence. It's not, okay. If you
I
want
say
to,
that
if you were on an airplane, and I said, how confident are you that the plane you're getting on will not crash? Well, I hope it won't.
oh no, I'm not very confident about that. I never
Thank
am.
you. Well, thank you. So what does that mean? If you're raising your boys to have a standard, and you can look around and see that these girls are riffraff or whatever, and you're not confident, then who are they going to marry?
So here's the thing, to be honest, I let me be truthful for a second. And a lot of people don't agree with me. And it
Mm-hmm.
I I don't think that a lot of women that I know personally that have daughters and people that I hear about that have daughters are raising their daughters to be good women. They say the most stupidest things I've ever heard. Like you need to get what a man is doing this, and you need and he bet. And I'm like, well, what is she bringing to the table? What are you
So
raising?
who are they going? So then, who are you going to coach your boys to marry if this is going to be the women they have to pick from?
I've co- I have a saying when my sister makes fun of me. I told my son, I said, when you see a girl, when you start getting high school, you see a girl that you like. I said, make sure if everybody has, they say free time, make sure you talk to the girl that's reading the book
Did you
or
hear?
reading.
Did you hear the question I asked?
I did.
Uh, that's a general statement about women. How are you going? Okay, if you're not confident that women are raising their daughters to be
Somebody
suitable
is.
matches, see, that's the point. So
Some,
here's what it is. See, listen, ma'am, go back and listen to this sector because I think you're not really paying attention. But
I
people in
am.
the comment section are listening, and you're answering because it just shows that the sister code is so strong that y'all seem to have a problem just being real. The answer is I'm raising my boys right, and I truly, in my heart of hearts, hope that the women are raising their daughters right. But what I see is riffraff and this and that. And I ask you, well, what about when your boys are of age and they're out of process and it's time? And they come around and if they're seeing adult women that are same riffraff, what you gonna tell them to do? Are you gonna tell them to pick from that riffraff?
No.
Then what's the alternative?
Keep looking.
Keep looking for who?
keep looking for the woman that
Oh, I got a question for you. Would you be mad if they brought home non-black women?
no,
Okay.
no.
I don't really advocate for that, but because
Yeah,
here's the problem.
my
Here's the
mother was
problem.
upset because I told she gonna come to my house and tell my son. My son was like, "Oh, I wouldn't care if I wouldn't care to marry outside my race." She was like, "What? Your mother told you that, didn't she?
Well,
Don't."
here's the problem.
I was
Here's
like,
the
"Mom,
problem. Here's
don't
the
tell
problem.
my kids anything like that ever."
Here's the problem. That you as a mother cannot talk to the mothers of the young girls and tell them anything about raising their daughters. That's the problem. You can raise your son up right, but if the women cannot start talking to women about how they raise their daughters, your sons will have nothing to pick from.
Hmm.
So if they
Agreed.
have nothing to pick from the race, then what are they going to have to do? Go outside of the African American community or marry somebody non-black. This is why this whole
I'm fine.
notion of mind your business for us doesn't work because the boys have to have somebody to pick from.
I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not racist. I love all people. I am
Well,
perfect.
I would rather mothers like you who are raising your sons start talking to mothers or the daughters and say, "Hey, my boy's gonna have to marry. What you doing with your daughter?"
Now you know good and well that you can't talk to black women about
Well,
that
that's
because
your, well
they,
that's the problem. As
they
long as
get
y'all are,
offended.
I don't
They
give a
get
shit. I don't give a
offended.
shit. I don't give a shit. I
And
don't give a shit. I don't
guess what
give it.
I do? Guess what I do
I
now?
don't give a shit.
Guess
Y'all
what
are
I
gonna
do
have
now?
to. Nope. You're going to have to. Nope. Nope. If the answer is not, you guys got to check them. You can't. It's nobody else's job other than you as their sisters.
Hey,
Yep. Yep. I don't
Let's
care.
break this down. She's 35, been married twice, 4 kids, 3 boys and a daughter, and she says she's teaching her sons to set standards. Sounds good until Kevin asked about those standards, and suddenly she starts dodging, talking about everything but the question. That's the problem right there. You can't teach standards you've never lived. Kids don't follow what you say, they follow what you show. And when the example is 2 failed marriages and zero accountability, that lesson doesn't land the way you think it does. She even admitted women aren't raising their daughters right, but somehow she's not part of that problem. That's what I call circular accountability. Everyone's to blame except the one speaking. The truth is, she wants her sons to lead, but she's modeling confusion. 3 boys growing up watching broken patterns and a daughter inheriting the same mindset. That's not leadership, that's chaos. At the end of the day, this wasn't a debate, it was a mirror she refused to look into. Because when truth walks in, ego's the first one to leave.